started. So you're going to find your way onto your mat in a comfortable seated position. Really focusing in on your sit bones. Really noticing how your body connects to the ground. Take a nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, closing your eyes and settling down. Just taking a moment here to welcome yourself to your practice. Welcome yourself to your mat. Maybe intentionally leave anything that you don't want to bring with you into your practice today. Just leave that outside of your space. If it helps, you can even brush down your arms, your legs, even your torso, kind of wiping away the day, letting go of anything you don't need or don't want to carry with you into your practice. Even your forehead, kind of brushing away the day. And then bringing your hands together in front of you. You're going to begin to rub your palms together, kind of generating some heat in your hands. Just rubbing them so you feel a nice heat going between your hands. And you're going to take them and you're going to place your palms over your eyes. And just rest here for a moment, fully connecting. Noticing your breath. Noticing any sensations. Allowing yourself to arrive here fully for your practice today. And then bringing your hands down, leaving your eyes closed, bringing your hands to your lap just for a moment. Taking a nice big deep breath in. A full breath out, even sighing if you'd like. Another deep breath in. And sigh it out if you like. From this place, we'll go ahead and do our 4-count breath. So the way the 4-count breath works is you're going to breathe in for a count of 4. You're going to hold for a count of 4. You'll breathe out for a count of 4. And you'll hold for a count of 4. And I'll guide you through the first 3. And then you'll do 2 on your own. So here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Now 2 full cycles on your own. And then once you finish that final hold, you can just stay where you're at. Just take a moment, bring some mindful awareness to how you're feeling today. Just one moment here, noticing how your body, your heart, and your mind feel before we begin our practice. Nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, opening your eyes if they're closed. And back to the screen. And let's go ahead and begin. We'll go ahead and begin with our warm up. And as always, we start with our shoulders. So breathing in, we're going to shrug up. And breathing out, we're going to roll our shoulders back. So breathe in, shrug your shoulders up. And breathe out, roll your shoulders back. And just continue at your own pace. Feeling into your shoulders. Getting some warmth and perhaps releasing any stress, maybe stored in your shoulders. And then pausing, breathing in, shrugging up and rolling your shoulders forward. Feeling the difference between the two directions. One more. And then bringing your shoulders to rest at neutral. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right leg. You're going to bring your right hand behind you and you're going to sit up nice and tall. And with your out breath, just gently begin to twist over to the right. Not going too far, but just beginning to warm up our spine in this direction. Taking nice deep breaths into any area. Might need a little extra space. And then returning back to center, right hand comes to the outside of your left knee, left hand comes back behind you, sitting up nice and tall, and twisting over to the left. And again, just moving your spine gently in this direction. We're just warming up our body here, not overdoing it. Using our breath to open and allow. Just want you all to know that I have 3 kids and I can hear them. And so if you can hear them, I'm sorry. I've tried to block out as much sound as possible in this room, but if you hear any strange noises, my children. We do what we can. All right, then back to center. Placing your right hand down beside you, you're going to breathe in, leaving both your hips on the ground. You're going to lift your left arm up and over and really reach those fingertips up towards that opposite wall. Really opening your left side body here. Pulling the crown of your head up towards that left hand. And directing your breath down into your left side body. I like to say from hip all the way to fingertips. And then bringing that left hand back down beside you, planting it next to you, breathing in, right arm comes up and over to the side. And again, lifting kind of the head towards that right hand, opening up your right side body, using your breath to breathe. Using your breath to breathe, using your breath to open up your right side body. See the live version, you get the comedy act. So enjoy. And then bringing your right hand back down, we're going to come into our tabletop position. So you're going to bring your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And then we're going to do a set of cat-cow. So you're going to breathe in, dip your belly button down towards the ground and look up. And then as you breathe out, you're going to curl your spine up towards the ceiling and look back. And then as you breathe in, dip your belly button and look up. And then as you breathe out, roll your spine up and look back. And just continue at your own pace with these cat-cows. Feel free to moo or meow. You're in your own space. Just let it all out, whatever you need to do. Whatever feels right. One more full round. And then coming back into your tabletop position. What you're going to do is once you're in your tabletop position, you're bring your right leg up. So your right foot is next to your right hand. You're in this modified runner's lunge position. You're going to walk your hands forward, straightening out your left leg. You might lift your right heel up off the ground if that's more available. But really, you're just stretching out the front side of that left leg. You can look up, make it a little bit deeper stretch if you choose. And using your breath, directing it where it needs to go. Open and allow. And then walking your hands back, you're going to walk them just a little bit behind your right heel. You're going to straighten out that right leg, pull your right hip back behind you until you feel that nice gentle stretch. Your right leg. And again, using your breath to open and allow wherever you need to. And walk your hands forward to meet that right foot. Bring your right leg back into your tabletop position. Left foot comes up next to your left hand. And again, on this side, walk forward, stretching out that right leg, lifting that left heel if you need to. Opening up the front of that right leg. And then walking your hands back just behind that left heel, pulling your left hip back, opening or straightening that left leg. It's probably not going to be completely straight. If it is, that's fine too. But don't try to force it. Just go as straight as possible and use your breath to open and allow. And walk your hands back up to meet that left foot. Bring your left leg back into your tabletop position. You're going to walk your hands forward. The top of your mat. Curl your toes under. Push your bottom up and back into your downward facing dog. So from here, let's get into our downward facing dog. The motion really comes from your hips. You're lifting your hips up and back. The rest of it can be just however you want it to be. Your heels can be off the ground. Your knees can be slightly bent. Crown of your head is relaxing towards the ground. Really, all the power comes from lifting and pulling those hips back. Using your breath on the back of your body or wherever it needs it. And then looking up towards your hands, you're going to step or hop your feet in between your hands. You're going to forward fold here. So again, those hips are lifting up towards the ceiling as the crown of your head falls down towards the ground. Nice deep breaths into the back side of your body. Opening and allowing. If your hands don't touch the mat, you can always place them on your shins. You can clasp your opposite elbows. And a nice big deep breath in, raising your arms up towards the sky, coming all the way up onto your tippy toes, really reaching for the sky with your fingertips and pulling down with your hips. Nice big full body stretch. And on your next out breath, hands come to the heart center, heels come down to the ground. And let's just take a mindful moment here, now that we're standing, just to pay attention to our body and our heart and our mind before we begin our standing practice. All right, as we begin our standing practice, we're going to go ahead and do some easy sun salutations. So each movement is a breath. So just do the best you can if this is the first time that you are doing this, and just go at your own pace. So here we go. Breathing in, raise your arms up. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathe in, step your left foot back. Breathe out, step your right foot back, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin, come down to the mat. Breathe in, shoulders up, cobra. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, right foot forward. Breathe out, left foot forward. Breathe in, rise up. And mountain pose. That's half around. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, right foot back. Breathe out, left foot back, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Breathe in, shoulders up. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, left foot forward. Breathe out, right foot forward. Breathe in, rise up. And mountain pose. All right, one more full round. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, left foot back. Breathe out, right foot back, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Breathe in, shoulders up. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, right foot forward. Breathe out, left foot forward. Breathe in, rise up. And mountain pose. Last time, breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, right foot back. Breathe out, left foot back, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Breathe in, shoulders up. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, left foot forward. Breathe out, right foot forward. Breathe in, rise up. And mountain pose. Nice job. All right. From the top of your mat, so step to the top of your mat. You can step your right foot back about 3/4 of the way. We're preparing for warrior one here. So you're gonna step back just far enough that your heel can be on the ground. Your hips are facing forward. Your front leg is bent. Your back leg is straight. Breathing in, lift your arms straight up to the sky. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. So from here, you can adjust a little bit. Bring your shoulder blades down as you pull your fingertips towards the sky. You can pull your hips down towards the ground. Your belly button into your spine. Nice deep breaths, nice strong warrior ones here. And sweeping your arms down to your side. You're gonna lift your right leg up and step it all the way back towards the back edge of your mat. You're gonna walk your left foot towards the center of the mat. You're gonna prepare for warrior two on this side. So now your hips are facing kind of up towards that right corner of your mat. What you wanna do is you wanna look at your front knee and make sure it's over your ankle. If it's not, then you're gonna move your hips forward a little bit. Not all the way, but just as much as you can bring that knee over your ankle. Your hands come up and out to the side. So your front toes are pointing towards the short edge of your mat, and your back foot is somewhat parallel to the back edge of your mat. And this is warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. This is probably, I think we probably do this in every flow. It's pretty common in my flows. Your gaze is out over your left hand. You're finding your breath, you're finding your center. This is about empowerment. And from here, you're going to stretch your left fingers out over those left toes. Place your arm down on top of your left leg and sweep your right hand across your body and stretch those right fingertips towards that opposite wall, opening up that right side body even a little bit more. Using your breath. This is extended side angle. And then sweeping your right hand to your right hip. You're going to come back up into your warrior two, and then you're going to windmill your arms down towards your left foot, and your right foot is going to follow. So both feet are pointing towards the short edge of the mat here in low lunge. You're going to place your right hand to the inside of your left leg, and you're going to lift your left arm towards the sky. Now, a modification for this is always to drop your back knee. You can always drop your back knee and come into the pose that way. So whatever feels available to you, you do you. You listen to your body. That's what this is all about. And then bringing that left hand back down towards the mat. Again, option to drop your back leg is always there. Breathing in, you're going to use your strength to rise up into your crescent lunge or your modified crescent lunge if your back knee is down. You can stay here in your crescent lunge. You can sweep your arms behind you, clasping your hands behind you, bringing your shoulder blades together and looking up. Light arch in the back, opening your chest space. And breathing in, bring your arms back up, sweeping them down towards that left foot. You're going to step your right foot forward. Forward fold here, just briefly. Taking some nice deep breaths in. And then breathing in, you're going to sweep your arms up to the sky. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to come into our tree pose from here. So you're going to plant your left leg down and get really strong in your left leg. You're going to bring your right foot. You have several options here. You can bring your right foot to the base of your ankle here with your knee bent and out to the side. Or you can bring it up a little bit higher to your calf. Or you can bring it up a little bit higher. You might need to use your hands for assistance to above your knee. You can hold it there. You can let it go. Hands are always too slippery. But the only thing you don't want to do is to have your foot right on your knee. So don't do that. But any other place on your leg that you feel comfortable. So finding your balance, coming in, reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky. Breathing in, you can add your arms and you can either bring them to heart center or you could grow your branches up towards the sky. Once you find a nice balance, you can begin to work this pose. You can move your right knee a little bit more back towards the back of the room, just kind of opening up the front of that hip. Or if where you're at is where you want to be, then just stay where you're at. Your shoulder blades down. Open your chest. Come in and out as you need to. And then release your hands, release your right leg, and shake it out if that's what you need after that pose. Oh, my floor is breaking down, so keep shaking out. All right, we're going to switch sides. So still at the top of your mat. You're going to step your left leg back 3/4 of the way for warrior one on this side. So again, that back heel is down on the mat. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Breathing in, reach your arms up towards the sky. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Nice strong warrior ones here. And then bringing your hands back down to your hips. You're going to lift your left leg up and step it all the way back again. Walking your right foot towards the center of the mat, preparing for warrior two on this side. So again, looking down at your feet, they make that elongated T. Back foot is parallel-ish to the back of the mat. Front foot is pointing towards the short edge. Arms out to the side. Gaze out over your right hand. Looking at your right knee, make sure it's over your ankle or rotate your hips just a bit. Bring it back. Crown of the head up towards the sky. Nice strong warrior two here. Stretching your right arm out over those right toes. Placing your right arm down on top of your left leg, sweeping your left arm across your body and reaching those left fingertips that opposite wall. And breathing into our left side body. Yeah, left hand back down to your hip, coming back through your warrior two. You're gonna windmill your arms down towards that right foot. Left foot follows, so both feet are pointing towards that short edge of the mat. You can always drop your back knee down. And then breathing in, rise up into your crescent lunge or your modified crescent lunge. That back knee is up off the ground. You can pull your left heel back towards the back of the room, opening up that hip just a bit more. I forgot to do the twist, so we'll do that after. Sorry. I haven't taught yoga in a week, so I'm a little rusty. All right, sweeping your hands back down towards that right foot. You're gonna place your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Again, you can keep that back knee down. Lift your right arm straight up towards the ceiling, twisting this way. Oh, that's harder. You're welcome. I shouldn't say that. It's harder for me. Maybe it's not hard for you. I just did a yoga no-no. You're not supposed to say that's hard. All right, bring that right hand back down. Please forgive me. Step your left foot forward fold here. Nice big deep breath in, raising up. Hands to the ceiling, hands to heart center. Mountain pose. Let's come into our tree pose on this side. You're gonna get really strong on your right foot. Nice straight tree trunk of a leg, your right leg, and then choose your option for your foot placement for your left foot, knee out to the side, wherever your body needs or can do today. And then add in the arms, either at heart center, grow your branches. Using your breath, find your strength, find that place of ease. And release that left leg, release your arms, shake out your legs. Do a nice good shake, really get rid of, release anything in there that was stored or stuck. All right. So facing the long edge of your mat, into the center of your mat. We're gonna come into a low squat here. So if you have any sort of knee replacements, troubles with your knees, anything like that, I would just go ahead and come all the way onto the ground and bring the soles of your feet together in a butterfly pose. Otherwise, you're going to separate your feet about shoulder width apart. You have to be exact. Breathing in, you're going to bring your arms up and out. Nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to bend your knees, bring your bottom down to the ground, lift your heels if you need to. I'm sorry, your bottom's coming towards the ground. Your hands come to the ground. You're not fully sitting down. You're just in this deep squat here. So again, if this doesn't feel wonderful for your knees or your hips or any other part of your body, just come all the way down onto your bottom. Bring the soles of your feet together and just let your knees fall out to the side for butterfly. We'll meet you there. Just a few moments. And allowing your tailbone to just relax and release towards the ground. And bringing your hands behind you and just gently coming onto your bottom if you're not already there. Again, bringing the soles of your feet together will meet everybody. Everybody will meet in butterfly here. Then your knees fall out to the side. Clasping your hands together, cupping them over the tops of your toes. Sitting up nice and tall, crown of your head up towards the ceiling. You can stay here. You can gently begin to bring yourself, just bend your elbows. Bring your chest forward, straight back or as straight as possible. Pause when you feel a nice stretch. And then coming back up, we're going to center ourselves long ways on the mat. Knees bent, feet on the ground. We're just going to slowly begin to roll onto our back. Oh, I forgot one. I'll give it to you next week. All right. So tucking your shoulder blades under, walking your heels towards your hands and your hands towards your heels. We're preparing for our bridge pose here. So lifting your hips up off of the ground as high as they'll go. And pausing here. A couple options with your hands. You can leave them at your sides. You can clasp them underneath your hips and tuck your shoulder blades a little bit more. Opening up your chest. Your gaze is upward. You can stay here, or you can alternate lifting your heel off the ground. This is a bit of a core workout. We're just gently lifting your heel up and placing it down and then switching sides. Whichever version of bridge. Again, bringing your belly button in towards your spine. Really strengthening that core. A few more on each side. Just a few more breaths if you're holding bridge. You finish your last one on the left side. Release your hands. Bring your hips back down to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest to give them a nice good squeeze. And even rock back and forth. Massaging your back just a bit. And releasing your left foot down to the ground. Your knee stays bent. You're going to cross you're going to bring your right ankle on top of that left leg, just above the knee. You're going to lift your left foot up off the ground and clasp your hands behind your left leg. Bringing that right leg just a little bit closer to your chest. You feel a nice stretch somewhere in your body. Maybe your right leg, maybe somewhere else. And again, using your breath to really sink into this pose. Let go of what you don't need. Body likes to store things, often not good things. So if it's painful, your body's probably stored something you don't want. An emotion, pollution, junk food. Releasing your left leg down to the ground. We're going to switch sides. Your right leg comes down as well. Foot on the floor, knee bent. Bring that left ankle on top of your right leg. Lift your right foot up off the ground. Clasp your hands behind your right leg. And again, same routine on this side. Using your breath. Release and let go. And release your right leg. Release your left leg. Straighten out your left leg out in front of you. Hug your right knee into your chest again. A good squeeze. And gently begin to bring your right knee across your left hip, keeping both shoulder blades on the ground. So that knee might not touch on the opposite side, and that's okay. The goal is to keep both shoulder blades on the ground. That you're producing this really nice twist from your hips all the way up the base of your head. Full spine twist. And then bringing that right knee back up, switching sides, right leg stretches out in front of you, hugging the left knee in towards your chest. And then gently guiding your left knee across that right hip. Again, both shoulder blades stay on the ground. And allowing for the twist on this side. And then returning that left leg back, realigning your hips. You're going to prepare for Shavasana here. And if you haven't been in class with me, we begin with 3 options for Shavasana. So if you have any low back pain, I suggest you stay in this modified Shavasana with your feet on the floor and your knees bent, arms down at the sides. If you like a little extra hip opening, you can bring the soles of your feet together and let your bent knees fall out to the side. You can come into traditional Shavasana with your legs straight out in front of you, laying on your back, arms at your sides. So you choose which Shavasana position and try each one out, see which one feels right for you today. Take a moment to settle into your Shavasana position. Take a moment to notice all the different points of contact you're making with the ground. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently closing your eyes. Nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, sinking deeper into the earth. Last deep breath in. And again, breathing out and sinking just a bit deeper, letting everything go. Imagining the earth is this nice soft blanket, maybe a down comforter, maybe a nice Tempur-Pedic mattress. Imagine the earth is here to hold you, to keep you safe, to help you relax and let go of anything you no longer wish to hold on to, known or unknown. Allow the earth to take it and recycle it into something new. Perhaps with each out breath, just allowing this process to take place. Breathing in new air. And as you breathe out, releasing and letting go of the old thoughts, old emotions, old physical pains, aches. Continue to breathe in new, beautiful air. Now we breathe out, let go, release, allow the earth to take from you what you don't need. And we'll be here for a few moments on our own. I'll let you know when the time is up. So if you're not ready to come out of Shavasana, you can just be right where you are. And if you are ready, go ahead and begin to bring some intuitive movement into our body. Start with our feet and our hands, maybe wiggling your toes, your fingers. Slowly bringing back some movement. And maybe when you're ready, moving your knees either side to side or tapping the backs of them against the floor. Just gently movement back in your legs. And deep breath in, stretching your hands above your head, arching your back slightly. Maybe even moving your head from side to side. Fully detaching from this pose. And then when you're ready, gently rolling on to one side and pausing there for a moment. I'm going to make sure we're allowing the blood to flow back to our heart and our brain before we sit up. Take a moment here. And then when you're ready, just gently push yourself up to seated. And we'll go ahead and end our practice for today. Oh man, I am so grateful for all of you. And I'm so grateful to be able to do this live at least one day a week. Such a different and wonderful energy. But thank you so much for all the work you all do every day. It gives me great hope knowing that we're all doing this work together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The light in me is a direct reflection of the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you all. Let me know if you need anything. I'm happy to help.